Time for d4. Okay, this is some kind of strange opening, maybe like a French. If he plays d5, he's not going to play it. I'm going to fianchetto. Now he plays d5. Okay, so shall I let him take that pawn? I guess so. And then just go for the big center. And let's play a4 first. Try and slow down the rush of these pawns coming forward. He wants to take my knight. Here, let's kick his knight. See if he really wants to take my knight. I guess he does. Okay. And yeah, let's get castled. He's really far behind in development, but he's got a very solid defensive structure here, and he's a pawn up, so might be okay. So let's bring the knight out here. Open up a line for the queen. Let's see, he takes, I take, and then he castles. So I guess I can't play that because when he takes, it defends the b pawn. And let's build that big center. I'm attacking the there, so he did decide to take after all. He's bound and determined to hold that pawn. So now queen here and bishop here is what I'm thinking. And his bishop is kind of imprisoned over here, so I think it's looking good. He can't bring his queen out. There's no squares for it. So queen here threatens bishop to h6, winning the exchange. Develop the bishop anyway, even if he finds a way to defend it, and double my rooks on the f file. Should be good. So he defended that way. Well, we can go here first. Force him to move the pawn. Then we can come back here, hitting the queen. Let me go here. Yeah, so queen here, the king will step up, I guess. I want to bring the rook up and over. See how his pieces are completely cut off from his defense here? There should be a way to break through. He resigned. Yeah, so what happens here? The pushes, and I take. Yeah, that's a mate. Yeah, there was just a mate there. Yeah, it's a dangerous way to play, grabbing a pawn and holding on to it regardless of what your opponent is doing. See, already it's a 5-point advantage for white here. All his pieces have been chased over to the queen side. Oh, there's just a 1-point advantage for white, it says, but he has to break out. So this move here is the one that doomed him, and it's actually a losing game from this point on. Hey, Catman, welcome to the stream. Let's get another game. Okay, back to oh, I could play knight f3. Haven't done that in a while. Play the Reti gambit. Actually, I did that in the wrong order. I should wait for this and then play it. Well, now it's the Reti gambit. And he takes. Okay, I like to take back right away. Not much of a gambit. And knight here and mate there. Probably not going to happen, but we will see. Yeah, I think this is still an okay square for the queen. So he gained a tempo by kicking it, but not a big deal. So I'm fianchettoing the bishop and castling. Bring the knight out here. Or bring the knight out first. If he does that, Venit aims, or Aarons, oh, aims. Yeah. I'm going to get castled. Well, it looks like he's going to stop and think about this one. He could go for a draw, just shuffling between those two squares. I probably would not allow that. Hey, I got castled. So I can take there, or I could take his bishop. I guess taking here is better, right? Oh, but then he harasses my queen, huh? I was worried he might chase my queen away from defense of the knight. If I took here, the knight would be under pressure from his rook. Then bishop here would chase my queen. If I go here, he trades it and then takes the knight. But now this knight is hitting the bishop and hitting here. So he can't chase my queen anymore. The king is still in the center. This goes with check. If I take with the queen, say knight takes, queen takes. This loses a piece, doesn't it? Got a little too comfortable with this pin. You know, once I've castled there, the pin's not there anymore. You gotta cash it in right away after the castling. After the unpinning, you gotta decide, are you gonna let that knight roam, or are you gonna take it off, give up a piece? Guess he wasn't expecting that. Yeah, looks like he's thinking about this one. So he can maybe win a pawn by chasing my queen around. Yeah, I'll try and defend it, though. No sense giving it up if I don't have to. I need to develop, need to get my bishop out, need to get a rook to the center. But yeah, it's nice. This square's under control, so he can't chase my queen again. A bishop here, rook here, and then move my knight out of the way so I can trade off his knight. Okay, what's going on here? Is he going to let his time run out? He's looking for something. I'm going to let him have that pawn. Like I said, I think it's good to develop here. If he takes, I'll trade queens, yeah. And take this pawn. Well, I don't have to. I could go here first. If this opens up and he trades, I'll be threatening the back rank mate. Okay, let's threaten his rook. I mean, threaten his bishop. The bishop goes here, then the pawn is not under threat anymore, and I can just put my rook back here. Ah, so he stepped that way. Okay, so take. Now, yeah, maybe I just not sure. Yeah, I think I want to get this knight to move and see if I can coerce it to move. It didn't want to move. It's being very, very tenacious. Okay. See if I can bring my knight in to do something. Check here. King steps forward. Here, and I'm looking at that pawn. You could pin the knight, yeah. Yep. This is frustrating. So I go here. He takes the rook. I take the bishop with check. So anyway, I just take here with check. I'll just bring my king in, I guess. Had to check and take rook there. And he timed out. Yeah, well, he was not winning, but he could have come forward. I mean, I was hoping to chase him back so I could get my king up to this square. If he wanted to stop that plan, he could come forward. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. He could continue to defend like this all the... No, and he can't go there because of the check. So maybe I can get my rook here, chase his king back, and make slow progress. Should be a win, but sometimes it takes a little maneuvering to get there.